Hi guys, it's Tasha. I told you I would do a 2-week weight update. Today, I'm a little confused. I'm either 3 DPO or I'm 6 DPO. I don't know. My symptoms say 6, but I could only be 3, and here's why. In my previous video, I posted about how I think I was having all these like ovulation symptoms. I had positive OPK, and then my temp rose the next day. So then at that point, I think I was 1 DPO. But then I had negative OPKs after that. My temp was kind of like normally in the range that it's supposed to be at that point, and then it spiked again. So, but then so I had a few days of I had a couple of days of OPKs that were negative, and then I had a blazing positive OPK, and the very next day I had a sharp, sharp temperature spike. So I had a small spike and then a sharp one, so I'm probably 3 DPO, but my symptoms are crazy. For the past 4 or 5 days, I've been having crazy symptoms like nausea in the mornings, but not a whole lot of nausea. And I don't think that would be pregnancy related. The reason I don't know, because it's weird because I take prenatals. I've been taking prenatals for a few months now just because the vitamins in them are beneficial no matter what. So I've been taking prenatals, and during my last pregnancy, the one that I recently miscarried, um, I was getting really nauseous as early as like 2 or 3 DPO after taking the prenatals. But before I ovulated and before this last pregnancy, um, I didn't have any nausea at all. And then I ovulated, and then I had all these nausea symptoms, and then I started getting dizzy around 4 or 5 DPO with the last one. And then this time around, again, I don't know if I'm 3 or 6. No, it would be 3 or 7, I think. But I have been getting dizzy again. Like yesterday was pretty bad. Today's not so bad, but I've been getting dizzy and the nausea. And I don't typically eat breakfast, and so I'm thinking the prenatals and on an empty stomach will make me nauseous. But I do that all the time. Even before I was trying to conceive, I was taking prenatals, and I was never getting nauseous, and I hardly ever eat breakfast. Hardly ever. This morning, I woke up, I set my alarm for 5:55 for temping, and I woke up this morning, and it was 5:55. I did my temp, and I was starving. I was so hungry. And that was the same thing that happened last cycle, but I don't think it started happening until 6 DPO. So that's why I'm kind of confused, because even though I had a higher um, temp spike, and I had the same, like I think my positive OPK was with a clear blue OPK, and that came out positive, and it's in my previous video, so go check that out and tell me what you guys think. But I'm pretty sure that one was positive. Well, this time, I don't know why I kept taking them. I guess I was kind of iffy if I ovulated or not, because I was only on cycle day 9 when my first positive OPK came up, and then cycle day 10 they were negative, 11 they were negative, 12 they were negative. Cycle day 13, it was a blazing positive. Cycle day 14, I had a temp spike, and right now I'm on cycle day 17. I think I'm on cycle day 16. Yeah, cycle day 16. So, I had the spike on the 14th, so I'm 3 DPO according to that, because my crosshairs say that. And I put in different temps because I took my temp super early, because what I do is I wake up, and if I know that it's super close, I know that I have a good hour before taking another temp or 2 hours for taking the temp. I know that the temp at that point won't be accurate, So I take my temp at the time that I wake up, if I wake up early, and I go and do a BBT calculator, which guesstimates what it would be if you took it at the right time. So I took my temp, I wrote it down in my notes of what the actual temp was, and then I went and did the calculator, and I put in my chart, I did the actual, like the temp that it would have been if I had taken it at the right time. So those of you who temp, no, I don't know if it's making any sense to you, but it makes sense in my head. So there's that. I've got like two different charts that I'm going off of for this cycle. It is really, really weird. But I was having fertile, and this is TMI, I was having fertile good stuff, up until cycle day 15, 14 or 15. So that's another reason why I think I'm only 3 DPO. But the symptoms say 6, others say 3. So I don't know. It's kind of crazy. And then my boobs have been hurting. I go anywhere from like tender boobs to nothing to like sore to nothing. And then the nausea in the mornings, and then what else was it? The dizziness. So I get I did post a 3-week update for pregnancy that talks about my symptoms that I had up until that point. So go check that out as well, and tell me what you guys think about my symptoms now versus then. I don't know. It's just kind of interesting, kind of crazy. It's a very confusing cycle. So what I might do, I ordered some internet cheapies from Amazon. So what I might do is I might start taking those once they come in. Um, because, well, they're cheap and it doesn't hurt to take tests. So whether I'm 6 or 3, I'm going to take them anyway. They probably won't get here until Friday. I don't think they would get here until Friday. But when I do that, I'll do a live pregnancy test, and whether it's positive or negative, hopefully positive. If it's negative, then we'll keep testing until Aunt Flo shows, and if she doesn't show, then we'll just hope and pray that we're pregnant. So, yeah, so not very many symptoms, just a really confusing chart. Maybe I can show you guys. For you tempers, you know what I'm talking about. So I have a picture of my chart before, um, before I changed. So I put in the temperatures that they would have registered if I took them at the right time. So these are the temperatures. The chart that I'm about to show you is with the temperatures adjusted, with that calculator. So I'm just going to show you. I don't know, it might be hard to read. Let's see. Okay. So that's my temperatures after they were adjusted. And see how on cycle day 10, it just shoots right up. I don't know why I have a positive OPK in there, but I was not positive on the 10th. It was positive on the 9th. So there's that one. And let me show you what it looks like now that I put in my normal, like my other temps. Because that's what, like I said, that's with the adjusted, and then this is with my normal temps, and this is where my crosshairs come in. So I could be either or, right? I don't know. Tell me what you think. It's kind of confusing. For those who temp, you know that these can be really frustrating. At 3 DPO, according to this chart, it looks almost identical to my last chart. Pre-O, it doesn't. Post-O, it kind of does. It's not as dramatic as my last one, so I guess that's a good sign. But I'm hoping that we can start testing. So, I don't know. It's kind of crazy. You gotta It's just kind of crazy. Anyways, so that's my 3 to 6 DPO update. I may do a pregnancy test on Friday, so you may or may not hear from me between now and then. We'll just see how it goes, and I'll update you on my symptoms. All right, ladies.